Hello everyone, I am coming to you today with a recipe that I created, believe it or not, I'm calling it a Philly roll. Basically, it's inspired by Philly cheesesteak, but I'm throwing it in a roll. You'll see what I mean by that. And I apologize if it's a little weird of a video. It's a cook with me / I didn't know what recipe I was making when I was making it. This was a full-on experiment. I also want to let you know that there are points where my voice is going to be talking a lot faster than I actually talk. That is for your benefit, to speed up the video but still give you some inclination as to what the heck I'm doing. So an FYI, to give you a little bit of an idea, this was going to be part of a daily vlog, but it just ended up being too long of a video to include in a daily vlog, so that is why I'm talking to you as if we've been talking all day long. Another thing, I will have the recipe down in the description box below, along with the serving size and smart point values. Anyway, I'm going to let you go at that. I hope you enjoy and I hope you try it. Let me know if you do. I'll see you guys later. I am thinking of trying a recipe that doesn't exist. I thought about doing like a Philly cheesesteak roll. I'm not sure how well it's gonna work, but first of all, it's not steak, it's gonna be ground beef. It's not provolone, it's gonna be mozzarella. So it's not completely a Philly cheesesteak, but we'll see. We'll see how this works. We're gonna try it tonight. Alright, I've got my stove heating up. I'm gonna go ahead and just spray a little bit of Pam on there. I have such a vague idea of what I'm doing with this meal. You know, it's kind of giving me a little bit of anxiety, to be honest. But I'm gonna go ahead and just throw some peppers and onions that I cut up. One pepper, one onion. I just try to do kind of thin slices. They're definitely not all uniform. I am no pro. I'm just gonna kind of saute them for now until I think of what's next. Seriously, I don't know what I'm doing. All right, I've got the peppers and onions going behind me. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna mix up 2-ingredient dough. If you've never made this recipe before, it's really great for pizza. But I'm thinking it might be really good for my roll. So it is half of a cup of self-rising flour and half of a cup of Greek plain non-fat yogurt. I'm going to do a little bit more than a half a cup, so I'm going to do 2/3 of flour, 2/3 of a cup of yogurt. Really, it just has to be equal parts. There's 1/3. And another 1/3. And a 1/3 there. And another 1/3. Alright, I'm going to let this sit for now, and we're going to go check on the onions and peppers. They're looking good. I'm just turning it down so I can go back over there for a little bit. I'm thinking I'm going to add some onion and some garlic salt to our dough over there. So let's go back over here. Just gonna add that much garlic salt. That's about how much onion I'm putting in. I just want the dough to have some flavor. It might be a mistake, it might not, I'm not sure. I'm gonna let the onions go just a little bit longer, and we're gonna mix this dough up. I'm really nervous. I hope this works out. If you're gonna make this, wash your hands, take off your rings, because I always seem to have to get my hands in there at the end. I like to smush the bigger chunks that start forming to squeeze the yogurt out of it and get it onto some more flour. Little tip, spray your hands before you dig in there. Alright, these are pretty good. I am going to take these and put them back into my bowl. And we are going to go ahead and add in the ground turkey. Turn up the heat. I'm going to add just like a couple tablespoons, well, maybe a quarter cup worth of beef broth. Okay, back to the dough. Alright, I went ahead and sprinkled my board with some flour, and I'm going to go ahead and throw my dough on there. And I'll be right back. It was a little sticky, so I just added a little bit more flour, and I'm going to knead it a little bit because I forgot to do that. Alright, I have kneaded. I'm going to try to roll it again. Alright, it's definitely not a perfect square, but we're going to try to work with this. Alright, we are working on the ground beef. This is not fat, it is the beef broth. Just helping it cook a little faster and getting some beef flavor infused into the turkey. I did just season this with some garlic salt and some onion, and it's just about done, so I'm going to let this go just a few more minutes. Alright, I am going to go ahead and add the onions and the pepper back in. At this point, I'm going to turn the heat off. And I've got a half a cup of mozzarella, and I'm going to go ahead and add that in as well. Alright, I've got my pan over here, and I'm going to be putting it onto the dough.
What's going on in here?
Something very experimental.
Should be alright. Oh. It'll work at least 20 more minutes, I don't know.
I'm going to add more cheese. Alright, I've got an egg white in here, and I'm going to just brush it on top. We're going to go ahead and put that in the oven at 375 for 15 minutes, and then check on it. Note to self, I only used, or note to you as well, I only used half of the meat mixture, so only half the cheese from that as well. So that's a quarter cup plus the half a cup that I just added to the roll. So it's going to be 3/4 of a cup counted in the recipe and half of a pound of ground turkey in the recipe. I just checked the roll. My timer went off and it's not close yet, so I did another 15 minutes. I realized I never ended this video. So I wanted to let you know that the the Philly roll was done at 30 minutes. It came out looking like this. It was absolutely gorgeous and perfect, and everything inside was warm and melty and cheesy and gooey and nummy. For 1/4 of the roll, it is 6 points. For half of the roll, it is 11 points. Yes. So, a great meal. I really enjoyed it. I've already dabbled in another take on it with chicken Alfredo, and it was really good. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go here. Let me know if you tried it. Sorry it was kind of all over the place. It is a cook with me, so it wasn't completely planned. I had no idea how this video was going to start and finish, and if there would even be enough to post something. So, like I said, hope you enjoy, hope you try, and I will talk